Hey, Marlon, you better be telling your coach the game plan against me. I'm going to go off this game. I'm calling 2 touchdowns over 100 yards. Hey, I don't know who you guys have at cornerback now. Is it still Elgin over there, man? He can't hold my jock strap. You guys better tighten up. And 3-1, I don't know if you guys are that good. Hey, we have a quarterback ourselves in Miller, and look, he's better than Adam. I got to say that, way better than Adam. You better guard me all game. I don't know if they better play you on defense or what. I respect you, but I don't know about your teammates. They're going to have a hard time stopping me. Hey, I'm going for 100 plus, 2 touchdowns. Book it.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ, and welcome back to round 4 of the Marquette and Wisconsin State Whitetails rivalry. Now, this is meeting number 4. Marquette leads the series here 2-1 as they have won the last 2 meetings. In season 1, we did win in a walk-off with Rodney Ross, who is now a senior, but Marquette's looking to take control of this rivalry. Led by sophomore quarterback Alfred Miller. They have had 3 different starting quarterbacks the last 3 meetings, and this is no different, as it looks like Miller will probably be the starter for the next 3 years. They are off to a 3-1 start, not bad for them, but look at who we are facing. Howard Vinson now is thrusted into the starting role for the Marquette Golden Eagles. 6'2", 208 now. He's got 3 touchdowns through 4 games, so it's going to be interesting playing our former receiver. Now, they do have a couple of leaders led by Sanders, who was an All-American 2 seasons ago. Remember that? He was a high school All-American, and now they are led by Corey Smith. So their defense is rebuilding, but their offense looks like it hasn't lost a step as we start out this game with the ball, and we are on the road for this matchup, so we will have to get a good road win. So let's start out this game from the shotgun. 4 wide receivers out there, 3 to the right. We're going to have a quick throw across the middle. That's Brett Hill to get this game going for 7 yards. So 2nd and 3 from the shotgun. Handoff to Jabari. He's going to get a first down, falling forward for about 7 yards and a first down. Jabari hasn't been running the ball quite like he did last year. Remember, he's splitting time, 3 running backs in the backfield, Adam Murphy, Jacoby Beck, as Yarbrough does drop that one. Don't forget about Bam Cameron, who's in on this play. Here's a throw out to the right side, and that is Chris Coretta, and that is a 19-yard catch. A guy who's really took a step back because of the change in offense, but he's starting to get in more and more. So here's a throw out to the right side. Marlon Yarbrough, another one. That is a gain of 14. So now at about a 3rd and 11 from the shotgun. Another throw across the middle. It's Yarbrough. The connection is back. Miller to Yarbrough. Another first down, gain of 12. So now we move the ball inside the 20. Here's a throw across the middle on a 3rd and 10. And look at Adam Miller thread the needle on that one. Wow, what a great throw as he moved the ball inside the 5. So we attempt to hand the ball off on a 1st and goal. That's going to be a loss of 1 yard. The Marquette defense is pretty fast as Rogers is there. So 3rd and goal, sending a blitz off the left edge, but we're finding Javon Oliver. Touchdown. He was our starting tight end in season 1, but take a look at this throw, just in a place where the defender could not get his head turned around, and Javon Oliver is in for the first score of this game. So here is Powell at running back. He is more of a power back. He gets about 6 yards on his first carry. So 2nd and 4, this time Miller. He's going to throw out to the left side, and that's going to be Howard Vinson on the sideline, tiptoeing for a gain of 4 and a first down. So now they don't get a first on 1st and 2nd, 3rd and 6. This time Miller's going to scramble up the middle, avoids a tackler, and he will get the first down close to about the 25-yard line, gain of 16. So now 1st and 10, 3 wide receivers out there. Throw across the middle. It's Vinson again. He's got it. And that's going to be a gain of 5. Remember the days when he was complaining about Nathan Beaver throwing the ball? Beaver makes a tackle on him that play. 2nd and 5. Throw out to the right side. Whitworth out of the backfield, and that's going to be a gain of 13. as now they are moving the ball on this drive here inside the 10-yard line. Throw across the middle. It's Vinson, touchdown. So he's halfway there to his guarantee before the game. He gets in for his first touchdown, and Marquette goes toe-to-toe for us with us on the first drive. So here comes our offense back out onto the field. Here's Adam Murphy in the game, the power back out of this backfield by committee, and he's got a gain of 5, bringing it to eventual 3rd and 4. This time Miller throws across to the right side. That's an easy pitch and catch. Xavier Storm, the freshman, 7 yards. So now 2nd and 8. Here is Jabari Blaze getting the handoff up the middle. He's got about a gain of 7 or 8 yards, bringing it to about the 47-yard line, lining up to go for it on a 3rd and 2. Quick throw out to the right, and Brett Hill is barely going to get enough for the first down. So here is Miller from the shotgun this time. Here is Beck running a little motion, but coming back, and there is Coretta again, open 23 yards across the middle of the field, and that's a first down here for the tight end. And he's having himself a little down year, like I said, but he's starting to get more and more involved as weeks go on. So on a 2nd and 19 after a penalty, here's a throw out to the left side. That's only going to be a gain of 4 as Doug Johnson can't get anything after the catch. So now 3rd and 16. This time Miller is going to scramble out to the right side. He's going to buy some time, get away from Sanders, who's going to throw to the right side and find Marlin. And he's got a gain of 18, and that's Miller using his legs and improvising. It's a first down. So here is Jacoby Beck in the game. He's getting about a gain of 10 on that one and is going to move the chains. And now we're cooking on our 2nd straight drive. 2nd and goal inside the 10. Miller thrown out to the right. He's got Xavier Storm in the end zone for the touchdown. 6 yards out for Storm. And he's got his first touchdown of the game. And Miller already is hot out of the gates. So here's Marquette here to start the 2nd quarter. Scrambling out to the right side. Miller swerves inside, avoids a tackler, and is going to fall down for about a 9-yard gain on that one. So here is Miller this time handing the ball off, and a great block from the guard on that one, throwing the blitzer from the middle of the field that time, and he's got a gain of 11. And now Miller is cooking once again. Throw across the middle, his favorite target at tight end, Nate Henderson, and that's 14 yards and a first down. So now they're past the 50-yard line. 5.5 minutes left here in the 2nd quarter. Miller is going to take it himself, but he can't get away. This time it's a sack by Patrick McGee, who really, he had a couple of games last season where he had a spurt of about 2 sacks, but he's kind of cooled off here in this season. But this time it's going to be a sack by Shaq Royal on a 3rd and long. Take a look at Shaq. He's definitely developed along quite a bit. He used his athleticism his freshman year. I think his 2nd year he made a leap to be more of a technician, and now in season 4 it's really coming together. So now back on an offense, following a pass that time to Xavier Storm on a 15-yard gain. Here is Bam Cameron in the game, and he's got about a gain of 8 as there's under 4 minutes left here in the 2nd quarter. So moving our guys around a little bit. Here's Jabari Blaze getting the carry up the middle, and he's going to get the first down on a 4-yard carry close to the 50-yard line. So now 2.5 minutes left, 2nd and 11. This time Miller is going to scramble out to the left side. He's going to try to buy some time to throw the ball. He gets hit on the throw, and he may have had a guy on the sideline that time, but now that brings it to a 3rd and 11. Flipping the play at the line is Miller. This time going to throw across the middle into traffic, and it's almost picked off by Luke Rogers, and that is going to be a punt here. So now we give the ball back to Alfred Miller, who has to go 90 yards on this next drive. On the first play, he has to throw the ball away. The blitz was right there. So now 3rd and 10 at about the 8-yard line. This time we are setting another blitz. It's a sack. Nathan Beaver goes in untouched, and he gets his first sack of the game. Almost a safety, but they're going to be down at the 1, and they do punt the ball away. So they do get the punt off, and we do set up a good field position. Here is Miller. Throw out to the right side. He's got Marlon Yarbrough, only a gain of 3 as this time does continue to run here for a 3rd and 7. Miller going to try to get rid of it. On the throw, he gets hit, and that is a sack. And Marquette pushes us to about the 33-yard line. We have the wind at our back, so we're going to line up for this 50-plus yarder. Bryant, the kick is up. And it's going to be off the crossbar. So we actually get set up with great field position and come away with nothing as Marquette has the ball back with under 30 seconds left. So here is Powell getting the carry up the middle on a 3rd and 1 on the following drive, and he gets pushed out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. So now 2nd and 10 this time. Trips out to the left side. Miller, he's going to have great blocking and throw the ball to the right side. It's going to be incomplete. And that brings it to a 3rd and 10. 11 seconds left here in the first half. Miller, clean pocket, throws deep down the right side. He's got Church, and that's a touchdown. Elgin Lloyd couldn't cover 2 guys on that one. They run the 4 verticals. That was a bad play call on that one. We were in the cover 3, and we didn't really realize it until the ball was thrown. And now Marquette puts points on the board before half. It's 14 up. So here to start the second half. What a blunder at the end of the first half. Here is Miller starting out this half with the ball. Throw out to the left side, trying to look for Vinson that time. And that's going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 15. There was a penalty on a first down. A dump off pass to the right side. He gets rid of it just in time before taking a big hit. And Nate Henderson gets a gain of 8. So now 3rd and 7. Miller, he's going to throw out to the left side. He's got Powell on the screen pass, but he's not going to get enough for the first down on that one. And now it's going to be a punt. So we have an opportunity to take the lead here to begin the 3rd quarter. Miller on the first play, can't get away from the second defender that time. He broke a tackle in the pocket, but then ends up losing 3 yards. 2nd and 13, rolling out to the right side. Miller throws on the run. He's got Doug Johnson who's open, and that is a first down to about the 38-yard line. So 1st and 10. This time Jacoby Beck is in the game. He's getting about a gain of 7 as he is fighting for playing time, to be honest. I mean, there's a lot of depth at our running back position. Here's a throw across the middle. That's Brett Hill who gets open. Gain of 22 and a first down. So now at about the 35-yard line from the shotgun. Here's a counter play. This time Jabari Blaze has a huge hole up the middle of the field, and that is a gain of 11 as Blaze moves us into field goal range. This time it really is field goal range. Throw across the middle. It's Xavier Storm who's open in the slot. That's a gain of 15. He's already got a touchdown up to this point. That is his 4th catch of this game. So here inside the 10-yard line now, Beck getting the opportunity to get in, and he's going to get tackled at about the 5-yard line, only a gain of 1. So we have struggled inside the red zone on a 3rd and goal. This time Miller is going to buy some time and roll out, and he's not going to get any opportunity to buy some time to allow his opportunities, to allow his receivers to get open. And we're going to have to kick the field goal. But now we take the lead here 17-14 towards the end of the 3rd. Miller, he's going to have a clean pocket. Throw out to the right side. He's got Brock. And that is going to be a gain of 9 yards as they get it to about a 2nd and inches at about the 40-yard line. Getting the call from the sidelines, handing it off to Powell. He's going to get through a big hole. He gets a couple of blocks, a huge block that time in the 2nd level, and that's a touchdown. And wow, Powell takes it all the way. And now they take the 21-17 lead. So Coach Brett Favre has a good game plan out in this game, getting his young quarterback out in space and actually, running the ball pretty effectively, as we have not been able to stop the scrambling quarterback or Powell so far through 3 quarters. But our offense is looking good. Here we are, set up at about the 48-yard line. Handoff up the middle. That's Jabari Blaze, who has a big hole, and that is a gain of 8. As now we get it to a 2nd and 2, close to about the 40-yard line. So now to start the 4th quarter, here's a play-action fake. This time, Bam Cameron throwing across the middle. It's Yarbrough who's got another reception. He's touched the ball quite a bit in this game. That's his 8th reception of this game. So 7.5 minutes left here. Got the counter play lined up. This time Bam Cameron breaks to the outside, and he's got about a gain of 5. And now that moves it to about the 30-yard line here, 25-yard line here for a 2nd and 5 carry. This time Beck, another big hole for our running game. And that's what we want to do. We kind of want to wear this defensive line down. And now the running game is working, so we're going to keep going back to it. This time, Blaze, another good block by the pulling guard, and that's going to be a gain of 9 here as Beck is closing in on 50 yards rushing here on a 4.2 average per carry. Another carry. This time, Blaze up the middle. Another 5 yards, moving the chains, and another first down. So we do eventually move it inside the 5-yard line. Here on 3rd and goal, another carry, but this time Jabari does get stopped at about the 1-yard line. So we have a decision to make. We're going to line up to go for it instead of kicking a field goal. We bring in Nathan Beaver for the quarterback sneak. He is going to fall in for the touchdown, and that's what I love about Beaver. We put him in on those sneak situations. He's got it. He's got strength. And now we take the 3-point lead. So 4 minutes left here from Marquette. Can Brett Favre put together a nice little drive for his offense? Here is Henderson breaking a tackle, breaking another one, and he's going to be down the sideline, and he gets a big gain of about 25 yards. It's got to be useful having a tight end that can run after the catch like Henderson. So here is Miller thrown out to the middle of the field. He's got Ronaldo Church for a 12-yard reception and a first down. So 3.5 minutes left here in this game. Miller, he's going to try to scramble out. He gets stopped behind the line. It's going to be a sack that time by Justin Jameson, who's actually having himself a pretty good year so far. And that's his first sack of the game. So 2nd and 12. This time we try to send some pressure again, and Miller can't get away. It's Ryan Robinson this time. And now we got him to a 3rd and 14 at about the 32. Miller thrown out to the left side. He's throwing deep. He's going to overthrow his receiver. I believe that was Church. And now they're lined up for a very long field goal this time. Remember, we missed from this distance earlier. But this time, Marquette is going to nail it right through the uprights. And it's a 24-24 game here. 2.5 minutes left in the 4th quarter. So here is Miller. Back out onto the field, scrambling out to the right side, buying some time, throwing on the run, and he's got Marlon Yarbrough. That's a great throw on the run, as Yarbrough is over 100 yards on 9 receptions off of that catch. So now here is Miller back out onto the field after that big play, and that's going to be only a gain of 4, trying to find Xavier Storm. So this clock does continue to run. We still have all 3 timeouts. Rolling out to the right, throwing that way, and that's going to be tipped. And look at that corner. He made a great adjustment. He was on Doug Johnson and left Doug Johnson wide open. It was a split-second decision, and he deflects it. As now here comes the other Miller back out onto the field, Alfred. He throws across the middle. He's got Howard Vinson for a gain of 10. And now there's only 8 seconds left here with 1 timeout. So we just need to make a stop here to get it to overtime, and that's going to be a 2-yard gain here for Howard Vinson. And the clock is going to hit 0. And for the second time in 4 meetings, we have an overtime game versus Marquette. So last time we were in overtime was in Season 1. We came away with the victory with the touchdown throw to Rodney Ross. Here is Miller starting out with the ball, scrambling out to the right side. He's picking up about a gain of 11 as, man, he has run all over us this game. So 1st and 10. This time, Alfred Miller throws to the end zone. He's got Henderson in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. Nate Henderson, their best weapon on offense is him, I'd say. And he picks up the touchdown. And Marquette now can stop us and come away with the victory at home. But not so fast. Here's Xavier Storm getting open across the middle. That's going to be a gain of 10. But not enough for the first down as we line up for it on 3rd and inches. Here is a counter play, and Jabari Blaze gets the first down, and we may have got away with a little holding on that one on the linebacker on the pulling guard. So now here we are set up inside the 15-yard line. Here is another play, and now we're inside the 10. As now here we go. Adam Miller from the shotgun. 1st and 10. This time Miller is going to throw across the middle, and that's going to be Brett Hill, and that's going to be a nice gain of about 5 yards. Actually 7 yards as we get it to a 2nd and 3. This time Miller is going to scramble out to the right side and throw that way, and he's got Storm in the end zone for the touchdown catch. And now here we go, 31-31. Now it's our turn to start out with the ball here in the 2nd overtime. So here comes Miller, 3 wide receivers to the left side. We decide to block Jabari Blaze to stop the blitz. Here is a throw across the middle. Yarbrough in traffic. Falls forward, a big gain of already 19 yards as we're now already set up on the first play inside the 10. Blaze this time trying to find a cutback lane. He does get about a gain of 3 yards. And that eventually brings us to a 3rd and goal. This is a crucial play. Adam Miller scrambles out to the right side. He's going to outrun Sanders on the outside. That's a touchdown run. And Miller does take it himself, Adam Miller that is, and he picks up a touchdown. And now all we have to do is play defense, keep him out of the end zone, and we got this game won on the road. So here is Alfred Miller, this time facing some pressure, and we're going to send the cornerback blitz, and that is Elgin Lloyd getting in for the sack. And now it's a 2nd and 17. Alfred Miller is in a little bit of a hole on this play. This time Miller in the pocket, gonna go down. That's Shaq Royal, his 2nd sack of the game, going in untouched. And now we confuse this offensive line on 2 straight plays, and we decide to send another blitz on a 3rd and 24. Deep shot, it's gonna be deflected by Quintaris Jones. And now that brings it to a 4th and 24. We're lined up in the cover 4 for this play, and we're going to send the outside back around the blitz. Here is Alfred Miller on the final play, throw it out to the right side, and he's going to throw out of bounds. Didn't even go for the first down marker on that one, and that is how this game ends for Marquette as we go on the road and win a crucial rivalry game and also a conference victory here, as we improve to 4-1, as now we are in the driver's seat here in our conference. Remember, we still do have to face Appalachian State, who is undefeated up to this point, and also Ohio, who we will face next episode. But this was a great victory in overtime on the road. Gutsy win by this team. Yarbrough goes over 100 yards on 10 catches, but Xavier Storm does get 2 touchdowns off of 8. He doesn't quite have the yardage, but 2 touchdown catches. And then Javon Oliver has that one in the first quarter as well, as Chris Coretta got a couple of big catches, but was quiet in the second half as our defense continues to rush these young quarterbacks. This isn't going to work on the older, wiser quarterbacks, but we've had a string of younger quarterbacks who we've been able to blitz and get away with sacking the quarterback. But I'm proud of this team, especially Shaq Royal. What a leap it's been for him. Now in his junior year, he's having himself a pretty good season. So we have some news after this game. Maurice Jackson, our first commit here in Season 4 at receiver. We will unlock his ratings now that he has committed, and he ends up being 70 overall. So that is a good sign here for our receiving core, as we are going to lose pretty much 4 of our main receivers, including Rodney Ross, Yarbrough, Brett Hill, and Doug Johnson. So we're going to need some help, and Maurice Jackson commits. And now we are shoring up this receiving core for the future. So Alfred Miller actually had a pretty good game. 3 touchdown passes and no interceptions. No turnovers by either team in this one. This was really a true shootout. Howard Vinson does get a touchdown off of 8 receptions and 52 yards. He promised over 100 and 2 touchdowns. He doesn't get quite that. But this was an awesome victory. As we move into more conference play next episode, Tulsa and Ohio. So you don't want to miss that one. Hit subscribe, hit that like button, stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.